federal government on Monday issued a stern warning to people calling for secession, saying such a call was unacceptable. Speaking when he received a delegation from the National Institute of Public Relations in Abuja, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, said while it is right for people to express their views and show their concerns on burning national issues in the country, even suggest restructuring, but not acceptable to call for secession. Really? Even when people call for secession, for restructuring, people talk about the bad governance, how you guys have been coordinating the affairs of this country. You still complain. The next thing you say is speech. When how will I put it? The last time people have been calling for good governance, what did you say? You said it's a speech. You don't want people to talk. We're trying to gag what the people will say. Even the press themselves, there's a limit to what they can say. And now you are telling them that if you are calling for restructuring, now they have called for restructuring, and see what you guys are saying, that those who call for restructuring are not supposed to be the one to be championing that, and those who are not even elected have been championing this restructuring of a thing. You never listen to them. Now secession is coming, breakup is coming. You see that left, right, and center, everybody is buying into that, and you are now fidgeting that it is not acceptable. Says who? But it is acceptable for the country to go the way it is. It is acceptable for people to be dying. It is acceptable for the president not to speak to his people. It is acceptable for people to continue to live in abject poverty. All of those things are well acceptable, but when it comes to breakup, it is not acceptable. Well, Lai Mohammed also decried the rising rate of fake news and careless statements by some Nigerians. Leadership reports. The minister said the latest incident of fake news was a situation where about 600 people were sent letters they were enlisted to the Nigerian army. According to him, some people collected 10,000 naira from each of the applicants and told them to report to the army battalion at Okitipupa, and at the same time alerted the commandant that Boko Haram members were coming to invade the barracks same day. Alhaji Lai Mohammed recalled that the consensus of the town hall meeting in Kaduna was simple, saying it is okay and right for people to express their view and show their concern on burning national issues and even suggest restructuring. But now they have said they have been on this restructuring, at least since you people came on board for the past 6 years. What have you done about it? Just for people to say it, and at the end of the day, you are not going to do anything. It is because of all the promises that you have made, and you have failed in all those promises. Those are the things, that is why the agitation for breakup is gaining ground. But it is good for you to make promises and you're not going to fulfill it. You lie to people, you scam people. This is acceptable. When you go to social media today, you will see all sorts of inflammatory statements being made daily. You will begin to appreciate that it is not just politicians that should be blamed, but nations' predicaments. Really? But it is acceptable for somebody to be championing and be encouraging criminality, just as Gumi has been saying, has been going about, and you didn't see anything wrong about that. It's a perfect one. You can imagine because you are behind this whole thing. That is why you are not even bothered about what Gumi is saying. Somebody who is promoting criminality, telling you guys to go and dip hand inside CBN and bring millions of naira. It is acceptable. He said each of us has a role to play to tone down the rhetoric. That is why I am glad that NIPR is lending its platform to work with governments to ensure that we have a country that is peaceful and secured, because without security there can be no development, and that is why this administration is ensuring peace and security. We hear you, Oga Lai Mohammed. We hear you well. Okay, end Nigeria now to civilize. So that is what people have been singing about. Is beer contraband? Is it forbidden by the current Nigerian constitution? Are the business operators lawful personnel paying their taxes to government? Is the state running a different constitution apart from the current Nigeria constitution? Is Nigeria an Islamic country ruled by Sharia law codes? Are Christian businesses supposed to be targeted in Nigeria? If not, then taking Isbat to courts make them pay dearly for all they destroyed. This nonsense has to stop. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We don't have governments, only group of criminals. We understand you. As a politician, it is unacceptable to you because you guys are comfortable. People that are experiencing an unending suffering and the sympathizers of the are the people calling for breakup. Then what is Nigeria government doing to keep Nigeria strong? Nothing, only killing innocent people. Now the victim have turned to unknown gunmen. This thing don't even know that people will like to break up the more because he's against it. Only if he understands how the majority of the people take him for a joke, he will understand better. Nigeria is the amalgamation of British, Northern and Southern companies. Human beings can't be amalgamated as humans can't be properties of another human except they are slaves and are we slaves? The people in Nigeria have no country and can't be said to be citizens of a company, as companies don't have citizens but workers who have the right to quit. We have worked hopelessly and foolishly for a British company, Nigeria, and we the people, our people are tired of continuing this hopelessness. But yet the leaders refuse to perform but rather oppress the citizens with injustice, impunity, and nepotism. So all these ones are acceptable, according to what Lai Mohammed is trying to tell us. Which government? Government that cannot protect us. Government that cannot find joy that can find joy in the killings going on. The action of the government you represent has emboldened the people calling for that. Everything the government claims they will correct, they have made worse. The government and the party you represent have mismanaged our diversity. You are number one architect of fake news and the leaders of internet talks. The government unleashed on critics of the government and voices of reason. Shame on you people and your enablers. Worst government ever. Government warned is not acceptable to call for state and capital breakup. You see? History will repeat itself because the pharaohs of today have forgotten the lesson of pharaohs of Moses. When justice comes for the oppressors, no might of military or power can win. So guys, Lai Mohammed, you've heard people, no, people don't even care anymore.